Here are male redwings feeding together in Florida, where they go for the winter. There's not a single female in this flock. The males arrive long before the females. Early in spring, the redwings return to the northern marshes where they raise their young. These flocks are a familiar sight during March and early April in most of the northern states and Canada.
Green car. I've never seen this before. Oh, okay, big green car. Very Chevy Corvette C1 feel to that. Except for the open cut front window. I don't know what the open cut front window is. Hi, welcome back. Let's get rid of the intro screen. How could I say no to that? This is all just a test. To be fair, the problem might not be fixed. What we're doing right now is testing whether or not the changes I've made are going to work. There is still all the chance in the world that we will still crash. There's all the chance in the world we'll blue screen for a third time tonight. If we do, I don't know what the answer is, because it seems like that is starting to make Fallout 4 a dangerous game to play. I can live with the blue screens. I can live with all of the...
Possible stealth unit in the AO.
Over there. Right.
Standing down.
It's all up in the air still. You know what's scary? It almost crashed again, but it didn't crash. Did you notice how it almost crashed and then it didn't crash?
Hey, what?
You notice how it didn't crash? I noticed how it didn't crash. Don't get your hopes up. We still have an hour to go. It seems to be tied to DirectX 12. So what seems to be happening is Fallout 4 is so old that when Windows 10 uses DirectX now, it uses a lot of these new features.
Weapons cold.
Use a lot of new features and coding for the DirectX system is now integrated into the system with DirectX 12.
hey.
What I've done is roll back as much as I can
Scan is clear.
to make sure that the game is definitely not using any of those driver plugins. It should be using DirectX 11 as a max, and even that could still crash just because of how the systems are integrated.
Over here.
It is something I can't fix at an OS level. So, what I've done instead is told my GPU to not crash.
Hey.
Instead of a 2-second delay between crashes, or rather, if the GPU hangs because of a driver issue, normally it takes 2 seconds.
Heads up.
Need something?
Resetting threat level.
Oh, whoops.
Sensor alert.
Here.
Go there.
No sweat.
Where did dog meat go? Oh. Did dog meat run off?
Heads up. Head over
Well,
there.
You got it.
I suppose here we go, right? I've told the program to run on older infrastructure. And those, hey, those where the game freaks out and that's what's causing the crash, I've given, by default, graphics cards on Windows are given 2 seconds to recover. The problem is that when a graphics card resets, it takes out all the drivers with it. When the graphics card is plugged into system level stuff like DirectX, that's what's causing the blue screen. The graphics card flushes and resets to get its system back, and it takes out DirectX 12 with it. And then Windows goes, I need that to kind of function, and the blue screen occurs. We've had 2 times now where the game is frozen and flicked back, because I've set that timer from 2 seconds all the way up to 60. So we might have the game freeze and completely lock up, but I'm having a fingers crossed moment that 60 is so overkill that we might have dodged the problem even if we can't fix it. That does mean we're going to sit here and maybe have the game freeze a couple of times. I'm really upset that it is kind of this busted. It's the saddest part about time moving forward is that things are left in the past. So, it's definitely tied to the Assaultron. It's definitely tied to the effect of lasers. Laser weapons and lots of lasers are what's doing it. It's a lighting effect. I have a hunch it is just a lighting effect or some sort of particle effect that DirectX 12 is using or being referenced by the game. By increasing that delay timer for the video card to crash, I'm hoping that whatever is causing the hangs can also sort of figure itself out. It gets a whole 60 seconds to sort itself out. So, fingers crossed, we're going to test it out. If it doesn't crash for the rest of the night, that would be the best ending to the stream. That would make up for everything. If we can solve all the crashing, I would be ecstatic. Having said that, I'm not going to get my hopes up because we are still freezing. That is something to bear in mind. The game can still crash and it is still struggling to run. The laser weapons and the Assaultron particularly is absolutely dangerous for this game running apparently. So we're going to get up Big Bessie. And I think we're gonna pop a Med-X back into the grind. Psycho Jet, Psycho Buff, and 5 water. Here we go. That stuff seems to be what's causing us a lot of grief. That guy is also dangerous. He seems to be in power armor just like me. Do we have any more Psycho? I don't want to cram too much, right? But... Alright, we're good on health. The game hasn't crashed. The Assaultron is down. Commander is down. We can still be one-shot. Bear in mind, dying here is still an option. We have to be careful. There's a gun at private that's definitely a problem. Okay. And there's a guy with a laser weapon who is also a problem too. But we are more or less through the tough part. We got the Assaultron to come peek. That guy is just chillin'. Big chillin'. I don't actually know what his deal is. And we still have Psycho, which is super big bonus damage. That private guy is one we need to watch out for. There's a private with a 308. Definitely need to watch out for him. Got one down. Another private. That's the guy that's really dangerous. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Is that him? I actually don't know where he went. There it goes again. We have 60 seconds. I'm still streaming. The game has crashed. The game is frozen. This is the test, right? This is what causes it to disappear. Whatever is happening right now in the background. We need the game to recover. It has 60 seconds. We need the game to recover. Okay. Is that it? Is the game just bugged? If this mission is balked, I mean, what do we do? I don't have a command console, so I literally can't just walk up here and write kill all. Just have to wait. Doesn't seem like it wants to recover. And there's the test, right? At the end of this, does it take Windows with it? Do I blue screen again? It's the real test. We'll see. We'll just have to wait, because something in this game's code is killing DirectX 12. At least we know the fixes we implemented, quote unquote, do what they work, but they do what they're meant to do. How long through? We have 20 seconds left. Well, if I blue screen again, I'll have to do a bit more research and do a lot more figuring out. If I don't blue screen and the game crashes, I don't know we're going to get through this in one piece. I think we got rid of the laser guy. We weren't even shot then. So, as for what caused this crash, I'm actually unsure. But we're about to find out the verdict. Either the game might... Well, I mean, we'll see. What is the verdict? Let's find out. What is the verdict? Okay, this is actually getting... Is this it? Is this how the game crashes now? How long is 60 seconds? It's not like it's not responding. I definitely didn't put in 60 minutes. Computers do not run single-digit minute timers. If I put in 60, it's either 60 milliseconds or 60 seconds. The post definitely said 60 seconds. This is just a hang, though. I am willing to wait it out, because if this recovers, then I will definitely play it through and win. If it recovers, we win. I just need it to recover, that's all. Potential causes: timeout detection and recovery crashes on Windows 10 and 11. Timeout detection recovery attempts to detect problematic situations and recover to a functional desktop dynamically. I'm so glad that when you added this feature, it made things crash. Wouldn't it be great if you didn't add the feature and the games and the programs and the operating system just worked? That would be nice. I don't want to close the game, right? I mean, that's the same end result. We just have to restart, and I don't want to restart. I want to be stubborn and wait this out. But I feel like this is it. Timeout detection. The video scheduler component of the Windows graphics stack detects the GPU is taking more than the permitted quantum time to execute a particular task and tries to preempt this particular task. The preempt operation has a wait timeout, the actual TDR timeout. The default timeout period for Windows is 2 seconds. If the GPU cannot complete or preempt the current task within the TDR timeout, then the GPU is diagnosed as hung. The operating system informs the Windows Dynamic Desktop Manager driver that a timeout has been detected and must reset the GPU. The driver is told to stop accessing memory, which is what's causing the crash because it's DirectX 12 and it runs the entire operating system, and should not access hardware after this time. The operating system and the Windows Dynamic Desktop Management driver collect hardware and other state information that could be useful. Operating system resets the appropriate state of graphics stat video memory manager component of the graphics stack, purges all allocations from video memory. Then the hardware GPUs. Okay, wow. I apologize. Apparently my phone has not been on mute this whole time. Did that go off earlier? Is that the second time and I only just noticed? Ooh. That's an oof. As mentioned earlier, some older DirectX applications may now render just black, and user may be required to restart these applications. Well-written programs that handle device remove continue to work correctly. The application must release and then recreate its Microsoft Direct 3D device and all of its objects. DirectX application program. You know what? The first blue screen of death, this has been happening infinitely more frequently since the last update, which was today. Check your memory. If your RAM is failing on you, it's quite possible this is what's causing your display to crash. It's not my memory. Overclocking. We don't overclock. Corrupted or bad display drivers. Definitely not that. Overheating. Definitely not that. Insufficient power. Definitely not that. There are methods to enable debugging in the Windows registry. If all of these steps failed, it's like you have a bad card. No, it's likely Windows is a bad operating system. Well, where is my NVIDIA control panel? Yeah, the DirectX 12 driver is what's crashing. It's a part, I actually read it out. The part that's causing the blue screen of death is part 2. A timeout detection is that any process that takes longer than X time is rendered as hung, then the graphics card goes into step 2. Step 2 is that Windows tells that the Windows Dynamic Desktop Manager driver that a timeout has been detected and it must reset the GPU. The driver causing the hang is told to stop accessing memory and should not access hardware at that time. Because the driver causing the hang is DirectX 12, it takes the whole computer out with it. What I can do is I can try and tweak my graphics card delay settings and render settings in the control panel and see if we can't manipulate this further to prevent any sort of hang. But it might simply just be because we're running a program that doesn't know how to access DirectX 12, but it must because it's on Windows 10. I might have to change back compatibility settings back to Windows 10 and we'll just see if the timeout works all on its own. Because the timeout definitely stops it from crashing. I don't know if the compatibility right now is what's causing it to have problems. We'll have a look through the control panel. And I think we might have to tweak the compatibility settings. Where are we? I'm going to leave the game running for now because if it does recover, I will not complain. Except for, you know, maybe dying in battle. I mean, if we die, at least we don't have to reboot the game, right? We also have the Fallout script extender. I forget that's an exe as well. Turn off compatibility. And we're going to wait for Yeah, just gotta wait for control panel to load all my programs. Apparently it's still building the list. Cool. Do you have Fallout 4? Radio. Virtual reality pre-rendered frames? Okay, lower is better. VSync, triple buffering, threaded optimization. Optimal power? No, performance. Multi-frame sampled, multi-frame anti-aliasing. No, max frame rate. On, and it's gonna 61. Low latency mode. Ultra prioritize latency by fully minimizing queued frames. Oft priorities render throughput by allowing games to queue frames. Off, I suppose. Background application max frame rate 30. Anti-aliasing transparency 8 times. Anti-aliasing mode. Override. FXAA on. Tropic filtering 16 times. Oh, apply. This is definitely not going anywhere. It's not responding to an Alt F4. And Steam kill it, or do I need to go in? Alright, now it is officially not responding. There we go. Alright, we're going to try again. We have tweaked the program to not run on Windows 7. I might end up running. Where is my PowerShell? Play. Oh. Technically, we are playing Fixing Problems right now. We have made massive headway with the game not crashing, and also massive headway with the computer not blue screening. But it is happening way more frequently. And I really do feel like it was the Windows updates that did it. So whatever they updated has broken something that's making this crash more often. Although, to be fair, it could just be a case of coincidence. There is definitely an argument to be made that until today we never fought an actual proper laser battle. We will keep persisting. What's going to be sad is if it was the Windows updates, what's going to be sad is that it's going to crash everywhere else. Not just going to be here. If it's just here, we're fine. Crashing just here, perfectly normal. I will happily take that. Okay.
Hey,
Well,
You need some stuff.
oh,
Apparently you don't need anything.
hey,
need something?
over here.
All right.
Detected. Possible stealth.
If you can find a way to get to that, then you better show me.
Move here.
I'll take care of it.
Resetting threat level.
Here.
Yep, you got it.
Sensor alert. Anomaly detected.
Hey, head over there.
Scanners clear. Scanners detecting sentient. Fucking kill! Negative sensor read. Weapons cold.
Here on gunner business, so back off.
Engaging.
Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead. That was fun. We're gonna do both buff jet. We're gonna do psycho buff, psycho jet. We're gonna drink 5 more water. More buff jet? Why not? Another medics. Ultra jet. Can we not do ultra jet? Time is already slowed.
Quiet!
And it's back. Oh. Well, I did die. Okay. Hey, we're gonna try again. Okay. I've been drinking so much water today. I'm gonna take a quick break. We're gonna leave the game paused for a bit. I'm gonna go to the bathroom and I'll be back in a sec. We're gonna give this another try. I think we might be onto something, and I have given what I hope is the graphics card a bit of a helping hand by going through the control panel. I'll return in a few seconds. What's coffee when you have mild frustration? Nothing keeps me awake more than something just not working how it should. Let's jump back into it. Yeah, dying is less frustrating. Because that's the thing. Crashing is like, I have to fix something. Dying is like, oh, we can just keep trying.
Hey,
Yeah, what is it?
over here.
I'll take
Sensor
care of it.
alert. Anomaly detected.
Dying is just try again. Crashing is annoying and you can't fix it and you have to deal with it and it sucks. Even though you do try and fix it, it still doesn't work. This is actually a full hang. Fallout 4 is not responding. This is different than last time. Wretched at TDR recovery. This is the problem, is that you can just, like, why do we need it? Why can't we just disable it? TDR level. Graphics drivers, TDR level 0 is off. It's a reg D word. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Path. Graphics drivers. TDR level is the keyword. Reg D word is the type. What do we have? TDR level. Caps lock on. TDR level. Alright, can't rename it because it reg D word. TDR level. Enter. It's a hex D word. Do we enter a decimal value? Well, I suppose 0 is 0. Registry D word. Value name. Key value TDR. Key path. Key value. Type. New key. Ah, wait, huh? Eh? Level off. How do I set this? Oh no, the resolution has nothing to do with this. The driver is embedded into Windows, and the Windows driver is being cooled, and the cool is what's killing the computer. Lowering the settings, making it any different won't change it. It'll still crash. DirectX handles everything, including the desktop composition. It's been blocked, not removed. Wow. Good morning, Joe. The game is freezing. At least we're not blue screening anymore. Page not found. It looks like everyone. Everything I'm looking up is out of date. I think we don't need that. We do not need the key. We just need the graphics driver reg dword 0. TDL 0, 1, 2, and 3. And that would be decimal. TDR delay. The number of seconds the GPU was allowed to delay to preempt a quest from the scheduler. Timeout threshold default value was 2. TDR DDI delay. TDR debug mode ignore timeout. Maybe. Debug mode 1 ignores timeout. Recover no prompt recovers without break into the debugger. Recover on conditional TDR limit time. Default time within which a TDR limit counts number of TDRs is allowed without crashing the system. The default number of TDRs that are allowed in TDR time limit time without crashing the system. Why do they reference each other? Right. So that should be fine. What else did we have? Let's go back to the other page. TDR level 0 is detection disabled. TDR delay is 60. TDR DDI delay, the number of seconds the OS allows threads to leave the driver. After a specified time, the OS bug checks the computer with the code video TDR failure. Debug mode off. Ignore timeout. Debug mode is probably what I'm going to try next. It looks like the game is not coming back, so we're going to crash it and reboot it. Well balanced. Hey Tone, welcome back. I apologize, I've been looking into stuff a little bit. We do have TDR level off, detection off. So we've turned something off, and we'll find out how that runs in a few minutes. I think newer drivers is only going to make this worth, Prometheus. It's the newer software that's making it worse already. And it's only Fallout, yeah. So far, I mean, we did have Windows updates after the first Bluescreen, so fingers crossed it's not other games as well.
The rebuilding of this great nation of ours may fall to you. That's why we at Vault-Tech have prepared these.
The only problem is that I know that going backwards with the driver doesn't help either. People already tested that.
Special. And now, charisma. What is it made of? Unlike the clean, wholesome America you may recall, the wasteland will be a distrustful place, full of unsavory characters and few morals. Earning the trust of your fellow man is an often overlooked key to survival. One way to prove your trustworthiness is through fair commercial exchange. Your renowned charisma will enable more favorable bartering. Don't get greedy now. Use your charismatic nature to negotiate your way out of tense moments. Having friends is always of value. How else do I find friends, you may wonder? You may find an impromptu cocktail hour helps to ease social stress. Your charisma will help you avoid the perils of addiction, but not the immediate effects of drink. So practice moderation, or you'll find out who your real friends are the hard way. You will find that even wild animals can be charmed by your charisma. Looks like you've found a new pal. Oh, don't get carried away there, big fella. So you see, taking the charismatic approach is more than just good manners. Working with man's best friend into more loyal companions will convincing others to act on your behalf and regularly study your Vault-Tech provided materials to prepare for survival. And to answer the question, do you know what makes you special?
Well, doing a little bit of reading on the side during that. Older versions of Windows, you used to be able to take the driver back. You used to be able to roll it back to the last working driver and it would be fine. Since Windows 10 has DirectX 12 embedded and Windows 7 and 8 didn't, there's nothing your graphics card updating or rolling back will fix. We weren't even in a gunfight last time when it crashed, so this is going to be a bit of trial and error. Someone said thanks for fixing it, but we're not going to believe that for a second. Light bulb, bring the Assaultron to me. Why do we need the companions? Why do we even need them? Stay down here. I mean, we kind of need them. We sort of need them, but they can just stay down here. Let's try it out. Alone. Hello, Assaultron. Hello, Assaultron. Psycho, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oopsie daisy. Turns out, shooting through a bus window while jumping isn't very accurate or effective.
Hey, over here. Move here. Here.
Right. Take 2. Sneaky.
Sensor alert. Anomaly detected.
Come over here, little Assaultron. We need to get you out of the way.
Resetting threat level.
Rightio, let's get down to it. We're gonna pop the medics, the Psycho Buff, Psycho Jet, and the 5 purified water. We're just gonna come along here. Pick out as many of these people as we can. That laser, I think, is what's doing it. Left hand throw, never right hand throw. Throws again. That was a crash. That was a crash. Proper crash. I miss the tuna quiz too. Every Friday we have a massive jumbo event with the Crazy and Red Fairy, and I keep not showing up to the quiz. I feel really bad. I might one day have to just concede that on a Friday, once the Red Fairy stream ends, we won't join the Crazy one day. And we'll go over and we'll do the quiz with Tuna, because I really want to actually go have a go at that quiz. I'm really interested to find out how I do. I'm gonna have to find a balance on my Fridays. That was a proper crash. TDR level 0, TDR delays 60. Interesting. Try again. We need to get rid of... I currently am working on the theory we need to get rid of the laser shooty people. But then there's another gunner private that one-shots us. Especially, like, even with the power armor, he two-tapped us, I think. So we are definitely in over our heads. Getting rid of the Assaultron. The Assaultron is what crashed it super quick, like an hour ago. We went up there 3 times, and every time it was an Assaultron crash. However, maybe turning off the TDR detection. If turning off TDR detection stops the blue screen of death, then I'll take it. Like, Fallout 4 crashing is way less frustrating than a blue screen and kicking me out of the stream, right? Because if Fallout 4 crashes 6 times in a row, I can just open up something else. A blue screen of death stops the stream entirely, makes me have to reboot, possibly have to do debugging. I'll take a crash if we've got it to a point where it crashes instead of blue screens. Cool. That'd be great. And to be fair, we haven't had any blue screens since we added that delay in either, so... Baby steps.
Broken.
Baby steps.
Hey, head over there.
Big Bessie. Doing this without power armor is definitely dumb.
Hey, go check that out.
Sensor alert. Anomaly detected.
Is that the man that one-shots me? McCready, how did you get up here?
Hostile in the zone. Scanners clear.
Alright. Medics. Saga jet, Saga buff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fuck. This is underwhelming. Fuck. Missed. Tagged for all of my health. Holy shit. Where's that gunner private gone? Holy shit. McCready? I need you up here. Never mind. Okay. Whew. Okay. That was very botched. Take 2. I should just waltz up there with the power armor, right? It is suicide otherwise. I do stand by the fact I technically don't need my companions up there.
Hostile is still in the engagement zone.
Hey, head over there.
Allocating scanners reading 0 hostiles. AO is clear.
Alright, Big Bessie, and we're gonna get some food out. Hello, nurse. Oh, the quiz is now. Shit. Okay, down. Is that over there? Heart. Unlock. He's fine. That is power arm over there, though. That's not just power armor. Spy, that's a guy in a suit. Ow! Ow.